guys, it's Ali and welcome to today's video. So it's Monday, so we're messing on a Monday with some mixed media work. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do some acrylic backgrounds, some backgrounds using acrylic paints. I always get a lot of people asking me they struggle to break the blank page. You know, you get your white page there and you think, where do I start, what do I do, what should I put on it? Now, like I'll say in every other video, I am no artist, I'm no mixed media artist. This is just things that I've learnt myself, tried along the way. I do watch a lot of arty videos and I've got some ideas for today's techniques from other people, so I will link those people in my description if you're interested in arty videos and that you'd enjoy watching the people that I've got some ideas of mine, but some I've been inspired from others. I'm just using plain old copy of paper because I want to use it as collage fodder and it's easy to tear, it's not as bulky on your page. Now I have pre-gessoed all my pieces just to save some time, and all as I've used is this. It's really cheap, inexpensive gesso. I paid £5 from it and it's from the Works, if anybody in the UK. There's lots and lots of different gessos on the market, but I find this one okay. I've never had any issues with it. I know it's only a cheap one, there's probably lots better out there, but I'm happy to use that one. So as I said, I have pre-gessoed the pages to save some time. Now I've got out my cheapest acrylic paints. I bought these when I very first started crafting. I've got 3 baskets and these are all just, they were £1, £1.25. They're only cheap ones. I got most of them from the range for anybody that's in the UK. You don't need really expensive paints to do this. You know, I'm not an artist. I don't, you know, I don't sell my artwork or anything like that. So yeah, it's just me creating some backgrounds, playing about. I'm trying to teach myself a little bit more about colour theories. I bought myself this colour wheel from Amazon. It was only a couple of pounds, so I'm trying to watch quite a few videos about colour theory and how to use the colour wheel, and I'm also trying to teach myself to be better at watercolour. So yeah, so I thought today we'll just do some backgrounds using really cheap acrylic paints and bits and pieces that you've probably got around your craft room or wherever you know, your crafting area, your house, whatever. So the first technique I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a big paintbrush. These again were from Poundland. You got 3 in a packet. Fabulous for messing around with. And I'm going to start with some of this blue. This is electric blue. So I'm just going to paint. I mean, they're not fantastic brushes, but they're okay for what I want to do today. I just love messing about and trying different things. I think I'm only going to use one colour on this background. Yeah, I do watch an awful lot of arty videos. I just love watching, you know, professionals working and getting ideas and inspiration. Come on. You know, you don't mind using these cheap paints for playing about with. Well, I don't anyway. I've had them for ages and ages, and yeah. But I've just started getting into doing a bit more mixed media, trying different things, and like I said, I'm trying to teach myself watercolour. Yeah, I've bought some nice new paints with some Christmas money that I got. You've watched me just paint it. I'm going to use some water. I'm going to try and put some, I don't want splashes, I want like big drops of it. Okay, and I'm going to get some kitchen towel here and I'm just going to dab over my background. And it gives it that nice, it lifts some of the paint, so you've got like a sort of, can you see on the camera there? It just lifts some of the paint and the background's quite faded, if you like. So that's my first technique. I'm just going to put on my heat gun and just dry it off. Right, I've not dried it fully. I'm going to put it to one side while we move on with the next technique. But can you see the background there now, how it's lifted the colour? And it just looks like splashes, watermarks. So I like that effect. So that's my first background. Let me just wipe some of this paint off my hands. Oh dear me. I mean, it does come off quite easy under the tap acrylic paint. It's not like the oxides where you get permanent blue hands for a week. Right, so that's my first background idea. So I'm just going to put that up there to dry. Let's just... Right, so my next background is... I'm going to pick some different colours. What colour should we go with now? Do you know, I think we'll have a nice bright pink. And I think we'll have a nice spring green. And for this technique, all I'm going to use is a household scourer. You know, one of the scouring pads you do your dishes with. I'm just going to cut it in half. And I'm going to put some paint onto one of my paper plates. Where did I put them? Where did I put the paper plates? I've just got some plates out to put some paint on for my backgrounds. Oh, I don't know where I've put them. Never mind, we'll just put them on this bit here. So I'm just going to use my scourer, the rough side, and I'm just going to dab some paint onto my... In fact, I could put a bit more than that. I don't know whether you can see the side of the mat here. It's just, I've just got my paint on. I've got some greaseproof paper down that I'm using for backgrounds just when I'm working on it, just to dab off. And they don't go very far, these paints. I mean, you'd probably get a better result with more expensive paints, but yeah, just for creating backgrounds, if you want some collage fodder for collaging with and different things. Yeah, this is ideal. And most of us have got these kind of things in the kitchen, haven't we? You know, these scourers. I just love that effect, that mockly. You get the texture off the sponge. And then I'm going to come in with, what did I say? Did I say pink? Where's the pink? Let's do this one. This is Lush Pink. So again, I'm just going to use the... Oh, where's the other side of the scourer? Let's use that one. I like these two colours together. And all this will go in my mixed media journal that we've got. Don't know if anybody's made one. I know I spoke to a few people who said they were going to put one together and work along some of the videos. I just love this technique. I just love the texture it creates. And I don't mind some white space neither. I quite like some white space. And you know, when you've created these backgrounds, this is only your first layer, then you can add stenciling, stamping, inks, right? You know, whatever you want to. Use your household items like I use for mark making. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to create the backgrounds today because I don't want the video to be super long. But yeah, just like that. That is how I like my backgrounds. Just going to put a little bit more pink down. Yeah, so that's the background number 2. Really quick and easy, just pouncing on with your paint. So that, right, number 3, another one of my favourites is my brayer. I love to use my brayer. I use it quite a lot. I'm just going to get rid of that paint. Okay. Right, what colour should we go with? Should we change the colour palette? I've got my oranges and reds over here. What's this one? Deep orange. You see, this is where I'm thinking I don't know what colours you should use with orange. You know, I'm trying to teach myself to get better with colour theory. I'm trying to think what colour to use with the orange. Maybe a yellow. Let's have something nice and vibrant. So I'm going to come in first with my deep orange. I'm just going to put it down and put my brayer through. I like to move my brayer in different directions. And just put a little bit more paint down. And I think I've got enough orange there. You know, they look really nice when you've stamped on them or stenciled on them. Just ideas for you to break when you want to break a blank page and you're thinking, what can I do to put some colour down, and what techniques can I use? Right, I'm just going to get a wipe. Yeah, you know, I wish I was an artist. I'd have loved to have gone to art school, but do you know what, I wasn't very creative at school. I never did anything like this. I wasn't interested in art really. It's only as I've got older that I've been interested in it, to be honest with you. So yeah, oh, I've spilt some blue on there, must have been off my hands. I'm going to come in with some yellow. Oh, I don't even think I've opened this one. Let's see if I've got one already open. Banana yellow. Yeah. And again, I'm just going to get my brayer. You know, when you've stamped and whatnot on here, when you've like done your stamping and your I mean, you don't have to. You could just rip your backgrounds up like this. You know, you could make tags with them, but I want mine for collaging and that, I think. But I do love my brayer. I've just ordered a couple more in smaller sizes because I did have a few, but I used some for rolling over my paper, you know, when you've glued it, and I've made a mess of them. And again, I like that I've got some white space because I can fill that with stamping and stenciling. I hope the camera's picking up the texture a little bit. I'm a bit annoyed about that blue splodge there, but never mind. Okay, so that is background number 3. So the next background I'm going to do, I'm just going to wipe up that. Let's just grab another. I should have a wet cloth really instead of using all these wet wipes. Right, so background number 4 are we on now. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to add some little dots of paint. I'm just going to try some different colours. I don't think I can open that one. No, that one doesn't want to come out. Let's try this one. This is conifer green. And you want little bits. Okay, and then I'm going to add some royal blue. And I think I'm just going to go with 2 colours here. I'm going to add just a little bit more of that green. Which one was it? Conifer green, wasn't it? Just add a little bit more green. Okay. Then I have got a store card. Where have you put it, Alison? Here it is. It's just an old store card from Hobbycraft. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my card through the paint. And as you can see, it just gives you that nice textured background look. I think I needed a little bit more paint on there. I think we'll add a bit more paint to the bottom. But again, another nice background that you can just, you know, embellish. I'm just going to get a bit more green. I'll have to wipe all these paints over after. I've got 3 baskets of these cheap paints that I've been picking up for years and years when I first started trying mixed media. So there you go, you can see by just using a cheap old store card, bank card, even a piece of acetate if you've not got anything like this. And then you can just work on your backgrounds. I do want to add some splatters onto this background. I'm just going to wipe this over. Okay. Okay, so I've just dried it off a little bit and I want to add some gold splatters to this. So I've got out some gold paint. This is an Americano one. This is a metallic paint. I'm just going to put a bit on my... Oh, it doesn't want to come out of that. Let's just try again. Come on. Oh, there we go. Right, and I want to really mix it, dilute it with some water. So I've just got a big, thick, round paintbrush here. Now, I don't know whether... I'm using the bigger paintbrush because I want really big splatters on here. I'll have to empty all my desk and clean up. I love that technique. I love the gold splatters. I just think it looks really rich on the paint, and I think I've got enough on there. I'm just going to wipe over my thing because I'm going to use this again soon. So there we go. That is background number, where are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4. Really like that one. That's a nice background. Okay, let's just put that up there. I'm just trying to find places to dry everything. Right, the next one is a really easy background. I'm just going to wipe that over. Let's just get some kitchen towel. Right, so yeah, the next one's a really easy background. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint over it using some acrylic paint. I'm going to go light this time. I'm going to use this lavender. I've already got some paint on there, but that's fine. Yeah, these are ideal, these brushes, for messing around with from Poundland. Like I said, they won't last long. The bristles will probably start coming out of them and all sorts, but for what I'm using them for at the moment, they're absolutely fine. You know, I do like to leave a bit of white space, and I think gessoing is a good idea because I think your paints just lie that bit better when you've gessoed them. Like I said, you could use mixed media card if you wanted to, but I want to tear this for fodder. So, right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry off that first layer. Okay, so that's dried really quickly. I'm going to use some of this acrylic paint in the pink colour. I'm just going to put a little bit on the side of my mat. And then I've got a palette knife, just a palette knife. I'm just going to put my palette knife in and just make some markings with the palette knife. Really quick and easy background. Let's just put some more paint down. It's just ideas really how to break the blank white page. You know, when you first start, you get your paper out and you're not sure what to do and where to start. I'm just going to dry that colour off. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the purple as well. Let's put a bit of purple down. I'm going to use my palette knife again. I've just put it down somewhere. Where have I put it? There's that much stuff on my desk, paints and stuff. Right, I'm just going to put the side of my knife in this time and just for different textures on the backgrounds. We will come to stamping and stenciling on these, but I don't want to make the video super long. So that's just an idea for using some more of your acrylic paints, just how to do a quick and easy background, and then you could get out your other mark making things and, you know, do more bits on there. So that's just a really quick and easy background, that one. How many have we got left? Is it 2 we've got left? Right, so this one is using your stamping block. So we're going to use the stamping block and we're going to put some paint on it. Now, what colour palette should we go with? I think we'll go with greens. Let's have this one. Put a bit of paint on. Now this is metallic, this one. Paint over it. I hope it'll come off. and then I'm just going to stamp using the acrylic block. Do you know what I should have done really? If I'd have thought on, I should have got a big bowl of water, then I could have just thrown everything in when I had finished using it. Never mind, I'll know next time. And again, just get some texture from your stamping block. Right, let's just wipe that off there. Okay, I'm just going to wipe my brush. I'm drowning in paints and whatnot here. Right, I'm going to go with a lime green colour. This is avocado. So again, I'm just going to put some on my stamping block. Just paint it. And stamp down again. Oh, that's a nice colour. I like that colour. I like the effect that this gives as well, the texture look. I'm glad to use some of these paints, to be honest. Okay, and again, I'm just going to go down here, up here. Again, we can have some white space. We don't need to have it all covered when we've done some stamping and some stenciling on there. Okay, so I think I've got enough of that one. Right, so next I've got a little stamping block, so I'm going to come in with some different colours. What should we have? Let's have this one, Lagoon. Put a little bit on the side. Just have to wipe my paintbrush. I should have got a few more paintbrushes out really, but I never thought. Right, let's just put some of this blue on. And again, we're just going to stamp. You know, and you can keep going, add as many colours as you want to. Just put a bit more paint down there. Well, my job for this afternoon is clearing up here. I'll have to empty my desk, because when you do them big paint splatters, they go everywhere. I should have got my splatter box out really. I never even thought, to be honest. Just going to use the rest of this paint up. You know, and you can go over your first layer. I think this might be my favourite actually. Right, okay, let's just wipe here. And let's just wipe here. Got a big dab of blue paint. And then the last one, I've got a little block, and I'm going to come in with some pink. And I think I'm going to try this one here. Just like the colour of that. Let's just put some more down here. Okay, and then we're just going to paint over here. This is like a pattern, it's got like a curved shape, so yeah, I really like this background. I think it'll look lovely when I've stamped on it and done some stenciling on it. Doesn't seem to want to stamp it all, it just seems to want to stamp around the outside. You know, and I think some big white splatters would look nice on this background as well. I'm not going to, because I'm going to let it dry. Okay then, so there we go, there's that one. I thought I had 7, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I must have only thought of 6. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to tidy up around me, and then I'll come back and we'll just have a quick look at the backgrounds. Okay then, so I've had a little tidy around me, and then we'll just have a look quickly at the backgrounds that we've done. So we've got that one, they're not in any particular order. Was that with the scourer, I think. Nice background. This is my favourite, I think, with the credit card and the big gold splatters. I really like that one. That'll be lovely on a journal page or on some ephemera. This is my least favourite, the one with the palette knife. I don't know if it's the colours, I'm not really a pinky person, so that's the least favourite. This is the first one we did, where we did the layers of paint and then we added the water, and you can see like it's lifted the paint. And then we've got this one with the stamping blocks. I like that colour combination. And then finally we've got this one. Oh, this was the Scourer, wasn't it? That one was the Brayer, the orange one. So we've got that one there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, guys. I hope it's given you a little bit of inspiration. You know, if you're struggling with your blank page, just get your paints out. Just have a little play and see what you can come up with. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I've got some nice collage paper, well, some nice papers now to do some stamping and some stenciling on, and yeah, just make them look even nicer. So as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.